right, so I'm just setting up right now. Let's see. Gonna send some links out, a couple places, so bear with me here. I don't think anyone's on here yet. Okay, so there it is. All right. I hope everyone's having a good day. I am. It's a little early, but I'll wait for people to show up before I start doing this one. Let me get the camera in out of the way here. I just found out that my lovely phone that I really enjoy using has split in the back, which is an interesting thing to have happened. And the case is now open to the elements. And so I have to use the protector that I've been using, or else it won't work. But I will probably be getting a new phone because of that. I don't want a new phone, but such is life. This is a decent, comfortable place for me to work. So we'll go ahead and get that open in a bit. I'll get my tools out. So I'm going to do this one first. It's going to be a nice, easy one. It won't take any time to do. And then this one, I've been wanting to get more of these, but I want to build it first to make sure that I actually do want to get more of these. I've seen them on Amazon for, I think it's $16 now. It's a pretty good deal. I think they retail at $20, and I bought them for $25. So $16, not too bad. We'll go ahead and get that one going. So this is these are some spoons, some behind the scenes stuff. This is a technique that you use urea, which is it's a component of pee. So it's one of the things that urine is named after. But when used, well, okay, so it's synthetic pee in this instance. You see it in here, how it crystallizes in there. And it's something that happens. So I sprayed it onto some paint, and it gets this really cool, like, shattered look. The thing is, I had some bleed through from one layer to the next because I wanted it to be, coated over. But one way or the other, it's okay. I think it looks good. It's very interesting, and I'm gonna be using it. Regardless, I want to put it on a EG Gundam. I'm gonna put it on the EG New. Okay, I see some names. We got Eclipse saying "Oh no," and I think that was about the phone, right? Yeah, that sucked. It's a little floppy, but it's not too bad. I'm gonna try gluing it. If it doesn't work, then I'm gonna go ahead and get a new one. And then it's Eric again. Yo Fish, how are the Pokemon kits? They're fun. They take maybe 5-10 minutes to put together if you just snap them out. And in fact, you don't actually have to use any tools. The gates are designed so that you can just snap them off. But, use your tools. And also, the instructions are in the box, which is a funny thing. Oh yeah, you have to learn how to place stickers, And then Mr. Flames, hey, I'm glad you're here. Check this one out. Isn't that cool? This one's my favorite of the ones that I finished. And like I said, there's some bleed through of that effect through each layer of paint, because this is black, then the urea coat, and then a clear coat. And then even with the clear, the effect came through again, which, I guess the wetness of the clear pulled that all out. I like this one a lot, and I look forward to seeing it on different color paints. These were all different techniques that I tried, but they all ended up about the same. And, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Cooler King, hi, how's it going? And I don't think we're all actually on the same Discord server. I think Eclipse Eclipse is on a couple of them that I'm actually, yeah, he's on a couple of them that I'm on. Mr. Flames is from the Brookhurst Hobbies. Um, Cooler King is where? But either way, I think it's right past 7 now. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. Hawkbit, you're here too. Right on. We got this guy. Look at we have separator. Like honestly, that's the thing about the Pokemon kits is that they are so easy to come out of the screws that often you'll see one of them, especially because they're so large, come off of these things. So really that is it's Eric again. Shattered look is cool. What would happen if you sprayed urea under the paint? So that's what I did on one of these spoons. So I believe it's this one. This one was plain spoon, then the urea, then black, and then sanded it down, and then the clear red. My main goal is actually to get a nice deep clear, like there's some parts of it that it actually worked, but most of it just bled through. So I think, I don't know, I have to do something to get rid of the, like dry it out properly. Maybe I just need to wait longer because I didn't wait very long. I waited 4 hours for the urea to dry before I painted the next coat. So probably that. And I should make a Discord group. Maybe if I get enough of a following, I will. And okay, so my tools, they're here. That's what I'm looking for. I always keep my tools in this little box, very convenient. And I think I need a new knife. I get these guys. I am a huge cheapskate. I don't buy anything expensive if I can avoid it. These are like $2.99 for 100 of them or something like that. And then if you pay like $1 more, you can get 2 of these packs, which is convenient because Ranch, my little sibling, also needs these blades. So I'll get some for them too. I have LOL, LOL. Hello. Hi to you too. That guy on here. This one is an Excel. I don't even know where this one came from. It's a decent handle though. I prefer something fatter because I have really big fat hands, but it is what it is. All right, let's get this Pokemon together. I'm gonna leave that back there. Hey BF, have you done the Sakura Edge video yet? I really want to see more of that kit before I buy. I have not. I didn't even put one together yet. We might be able to do one here if I stay on long enough. There he is. I have 2 of these. I quite like to put them together. I have such a backlog, and yeah. She's still a new kit, so I haven't gotten to her yet, but I probably will. I really like those number 57 stuff. Bandai needs to make a colored version of Pokemon kits, but ends up being man, if they do P Bandai Pokemon stuff, that would suck. I really would hate that. Like I'm not one to. I do hate P Bandai. Okay, I'm not one to poop on them though all the time, because it's always nice to see some of the stuff that they come up with. But if they came up with a P Bandai Pokemon, that would be the end of things, you know. They already came out with the 30-minute missions and sisters. Oh boy. I think they are coming out with like the shiny version of what's his name, Rayquaza. So we got one coming. Oh, this one. This one in particular. You're right. This one does have different colors. I've never evolved this one in any of the games. I think there's only in two. But I haven't evolved it. So I don't exactly know how many there are. But that'd be interesting actually. This is a really funny look. This one's got that ghosty face. Don't do what I do. Pull that towards you and cut your fingers. That's a nonsensical thing to do. Don't wear gloves and don't cut towards you. Or do wear gloves. Don't listen to me at all. There's 30 colors. There's no way there's 30 colors. That's not true. No way. And yeah, kits being rare so they feel like P Bandai, that's a thing, man. Like sometimes you're like, where did that kit go? Where did it come from? Will it ever come back? A215. They give you really nice chunky pieces. I mean, all that you're gonna see is these two. But look at how thick this part is. It's nuts. See, I bleed for kits all the time. Bleed more. Okay, Brave Fish 90. So this one's a fun one. So back when I was a teenager and I didn't have an email address yet, I was like 16 years old. I was 16 years old and I had a 50-gallon aquarium that I had inherited for free. Some guy was throwing it out and he's like, hey, before I throw this out, there's a leak in it, but if you can fix it, it's yours, right? So you get those kinds of deals sometimes. So I took it home and I started taking care of fish, and you know, fish are really cool. I think this one's number 16, so I'm gonna use it. No, this is number 11. So the first tank I had with just tropical fish, which, you know, there's just a whole bunch of generic guppies, mollies, a couple of corridors, catfish, and stuff like that. Well, you know, guppies breed a lot, and I had a whole bunch of guppies before I knew it, because a 50-gallon tank for them is like heaven. They love that. Having a whole bunch of water in there, they're like, okay, we're gonna fill this up with as many of us as we can. So at first I was like, well, I want to keep them, definitely want to keep them, but I'm gonna run out of room real quick. So Petco, I believe it is, has $1 per gallon deal sometimes, and they had a 90-gallon aquarium. I had enough money for it, so I bought the 90-gallon aquarium. And then one of my fish got sick really, really badly, and it had to other ones. And I went on a forum, and they're like, "Oh, you need to send your email, and you gotta verify all this stuff." And I'm like, I don't want to do all that, but I had an email before, you know, C Reynolds whatever at AOL.com, because you know that's how long ago this is. But I started a new one on Yahoo, and it was specifically for this forum. Okay, so you laugh, but you know I'm old. I'm really, really old. And no, I didn't have an email until I was like, I think 15 is when I had my first email. You know, your legit one where you put your name on there and make it look serious. And it was at AOL. So my fish is sick. I'm subscribing to this forum, and it was a fun one. You probably still look up my name on Google and find out which one it is, and all the nonsense that I used to talk because I'm 16, I'm stupid. Uh, but they come up with the name for the forum. I decided to use an address, email address, just specifically for that. And so what I did was I thought of where I live, which is the high desert here in California. Um, so I thought, hey, these fish, they live in the desert. It's stupid, but they have to be brave to live out here, like what the heck? So they're brave fish, and they were living in a 90 gallon aquarium. So this is the brave fish 90. That's my name, and that's where it came from. But I ended up using it like for everything. I liked that email address much more than I liked my C Reynolds at AOL. I forget what the numbers I had on there. I always wonder if those emails stay in use. I don't think they do. Like after a while, they'll probably close them down, especially AOL. AOL is dead as heck. So, but you never know. I could check it. I know the password I used for it, so it'd be interesting to see what was on there. Yeah, my name is Chris. My name is Chris, so C for Chris. C Reynolds. Okay, so this one's number 11. This one goes down here. Or over here. Where? Right here. There you go. Those nice stripes. So these ones are molded in, so they need to be painted. Interesting. Well, it's on the back, so I guess I don't care. C for skill issue. I'm just kidding. That's really bad. Really stupid. See, look at this guy trying to steal my information. In an alternate timeline, ended up taking care of a ferret or turtle, you would have ended up as brave ferret or brave turtle. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I just thought it was clever because it's hot out in the desert, like, even though there's water out here, because we're here, humans. Uh, the fish, they're brave, tough guys. Oh, I forgot one. Brave fish in the desert. Yep, and that was my email address for ages, and I just kept it. It was just like one of those things. So they're like, "Oh, you need to sign up for an email and this." I'm like, "I'll just use Brave Fish." And then my parents signed up for a whole bunch of crap on there because they didn't want theirs. Oh, they're gonna track me. I'm like, "Well, just use mine." Yeah, I had all the. You guys remember Grocery Club cards? Yeah, it was fun. You get their little coupons in the mail. That was fun times. You save $5 if you sign up now. Well, actually, it was like save $1. Okay. So we got stickers now. Look at this guy. This is really weird looking. Does Vaughn still do that? Oh, no way. We don't even have a Vaughn's out here where I live. Yeah, we do. I'm stupid. Vaughn's. Okay, so you guys know what Pavilions is, right? Oh, I had hundreds of fish, Eclipse. I had hundreds of fish, so I didn't name them. I was breeding them for money, which is fun. Uh, you know what fun it is for a 16-year-old to suddenly have like $40 extra a month. Back in those days, I was buying games and stuff like that. It was funny. But yeah, no, I used to sell corridors catfish for $5 a piece, and I sold mollies for $2 a piece. And then you'd see them in the store, and you'd be like, "Hey, those are mine." It's kind of cool. There's a little oop, messed that one up. There's a little pet store that was called Patty's Critter Collection, and I actually worked for them for a little while. and I would sell them fishy fish, and yeah, that was cool. That extra money helped a lot to keep my tank stocked because I wasn't the best fish caretaker. I wish there was a way to do this hobby with friends instead of doing it side by side. That you okay? So I used to have my little sibling here. I would go, hey, why don't you cut the parts out for me? I'll clean them up and then you can put them back together. But that got really annoying really fast. It sounds like a good idea. But it's like, I need you to cut out this part here. And then it's like, oh no, I accidentally cut it. No, what do you mean? Yeah, it was fun. Ranch only did that twice. And once was with the RG Zeta. And that was funny. I'm like, ah, you probably saved us. Because I hear it's pretty awful. I built it later. It wasn't that bad. People say it's bad, but it's really not. I don't know if I did that upside down or what, but that didn't work. Oh, and then I rip it. It's okay. I plan on actually doing a custom version of this one anyway. So we'll take that sticker off later down the line. Look at how cute. One more. Actually, yeah, one more. Oh yeah, an extra $40 a month. That's nothing. I can buy a kit. Maybe. But back then, man, I was sitting in it like I can buy two more mollies and that. Those platies look nice. I'm gonna get one of those. Oh, look at pick this catfish. That one looks fun. Then I kill it because it jumps. See, Mr. Flame knows what's up. Other than your siblings, do you have other friends you build with? Well, Mr. Flames is one of them. We go to the meetups over there at Brookhurst Hobbies. We hang out, and it is really a side by side deal. Um, my buddy Thomas used to build, but he never really got into it. So that was the thing. We built a couple of the Star Wars kits though. That was fun. And then yeah, I think that's it. Like in person anyway. This is a really cute strawberry. So we're gonna do a strawberry and one of these cream ears. So this is a really weird Pokemon. Like I said, I didn't ever evolve it, so I don't know. What number 7? Um, they're just weird. Do you know Mr. Flames? Mr. Flames is. I don't think he's on any of the servers you're in. Eclipse. The Eclipse, you're Dan. And Mr. Flames is Jerry. I don't know if I'm okay to dox you like that, but if I'm not, I can. Too late now. But yeah, no, he's the only one Mr. Flames is in with me is the Brookhurst Hobbies one. So probably not. He needs to come onto the Hermit's Discord though. That would be cool. I'll probably be changing his name all the time. Do I do Gundam Build World Championship? I do not. I don't have faith in my builds or my paint skills yet. I think I'm okay, but I'm not like, wham, look at this. This is cool. I haven't ever did anything that was like, yeah, I can do this. Plus, when I do come up with custom ideas, I always use Kotobukiya stuff, and I don't think that's usually allowed. That's number 4. Unless GBWC is something different. And I'm just talking out of my butt. That's just possible. I really like the way these strawberries look, even though they're just 6 dots on them. It looks cute. cute is honestly the best thing for me. Like, I love cute things. That's something that actually got me into Gunpla. Um, just seeing him on the shelf, I'm like, that guy looks kind of cool, kind of cute if you think about it. You know, little soldier guy, little bot. Love him. There he is. Okay. My goodness, we are too noob for GBWC. Red and blue. Man, that's a long time ago. Skill issue. It really is. Maybe a confidence issue too. I've seen some stuff that's there on the GBWC stuff, and I'm like, I, I can do better than that. But you know, they got that confidence. You know, they eat their Wheaties in the morning, and I'm like, man, I wish. Okay, so there's that. You know, they are the laziest butt heads right here. Look at that. Two spots here. Two spots. But the pink literally goes up there. What a bunch of butts. You a better painter than your friends. Let's Go Jerry knows that I am not a better painter than he is. And Ranchi is has yet to paint anything except for one, which is actually pretty cool. But it was hand painted, and when I told them over and over again, you need to thin your paints, you're going way too thick, they didn't. So there's a lot of chipping. And it looks a little gloppy, but that was the first try. And now we have an airbrush, so Ranch can use that. Nah, Ranch never puts paint on nothing. We'll get him there. It will happen, I guarantee it. There's enough ideas. That Gundam Asmodee, that you know how it's that green and gray color. Ranch is instantly like, I wonder what this would look like with yellow and black. I'm like, we have an airbrush. We can find out. It'll look pretty cool, I think. So we might see one of those in the near future. you ain't gonna tell me that I'm old like that. Oh man, you're not that old. Maybe you're a little old. Red and blue though. So I grew up in a religious family, so that was summoning the devil. And we couldn't play Game Boy games. It was like, no, that's illegal. That's bad. God doesn't like that. I'm so old and make dinosaurs look young. I don't think you're that old. In fact, I think you're younger than I am, you guy. Okay, so you see how short that build was? That's the Pokemon ones, and this one's actually a more complicated one than most of them. This one is this one's probably a step 2. Like if the Pokemon ones are, remember the Pikachu ones are like step 1, you could do it probably in 10 minutes. But that's him. What's his name? All Creamy. All Creamy or Charmily, which is a fun name. Oh man, I hope they do a Cyndaquil. I think they will though, because you know they get all those the starters. I don't know why they barely just did Squirtle though. Like even the old kits that they had, don't think there was a Squirtle. Yeah, no, it definitely looks like a step 2. It's not a step 1. I was in my early 20s when Red and Blue came out. I think I was 12, 13. So yeah. Drew, how are you doing, buddy? I like the new look without that mustache and facial hair, in other words. And it is me. It is Brave, Mr. Brave Fish. cool. I'm looking forward to seeing how these look on there. So this guy, Messer Float. I don't know if you guys know anything about Kotobukiya's Hexagear series, but they are little 124 scale dudes and vehicles. The dudes are really small compared to like Gundam. So this is one of these dudes. And here's a high grade Gundam. So really, they're little guys. And these dudes, they're super cool. I love little soldiers. So I have to, you have to. They're expensive. That's one of the problems with them. But these ones, whenever you see the words alternative on this, it's not like canon to their little thing. What do you mean I don't look like my profile picture? That's me. It is. It's just like what? 2016 I took that picture. Oh man. I do need to update it. The only thing I know about them is that they're the second biggest company. And yeah, no, they're actually I think Tamiya is the second biggest in terms of Plamo. And I think Rebel's number 3. I think Kotobukiya is number 4. But as far as for Mecha gets it, man. Or Koto gets it. They make a lot of mecha stuff now, so I think that you could say they're number 2 in the mecha biz. I like this. That's a cool one. And yeah, no, I've been wanting to do this Wasp for ages now. Ever since I seen it, I'm like, I need to do that one. It's so cool. Look at that guy. Look at these images. You see him flying the other dude with them. That's pretty cool. That Agni Rage is big. It's a cool one. It's another one I want to do. And yeah, this Wasp is great. Zoids for the win. One of them is a painting company. Do they make model kits? Tamiya? Tamiya is not a painting company now. They make paints, but they are a really, really big model kit company. They make cars, they make armor, they actually do make some mecha, but not very much. And they've been doing a lot of good stuff. I mean, their model kits are top notch though. Like the cars, they're some of the most detailed cars you've ever seen. Let me go ahead and get started on this one so I can try to continue talking while I do it. I'm a man, so I can't do multitasking very well. They do paints though. That is something they do. Tamiya is well known for their paints. Now, if you ever go to like a hobby shop and not like one that specifies with Gunpla, look down their car aisles. More than likely, you're gonna get some cars that are from Tamiya, and they're usually in 124 scale, which is the same scale as these guys, and their armor is generally in 1/32 scale. That's something they like to do a lot. 1/32 scale is really common with the armor. They do some really good tanks though, and they do interior kits for them. Like if you want to go all out, you really can. I think this is my buddy's head here. These might be his eyes. So their models are even, or their tools are even model kits. The hobby drill you build. I thought that was the coolest thing when they came out with that. I'm like, yeah, that's right on. And the cool thing about it is that it can hold really, really small drills. So you can forego using a pin vise if you build one of those. They're not very expensive either. And I can't remember, but I came across a company called Joker, and they made bootleg version kits. I need bootlegs. I've been desperate to find some bootleg kits, and I haven't found any that the ones that I want specifically. Now, I've seen a lot of Supernova and Dragon Momoko, something like that. Uh, but they're usually the big kits that, Bandai is loath to build there. So, like, re-release and things like that, which is cool. I'm glad for them, but I don't like uh, master grades as much as other people do. I like room on my shelves. Uh, there's one that I want desperately, and that is the Core Gundams. I've seen those from my friend that's in the Philippines for $6 US, and that's crazy. So I want a couple of those. I want to do some custom armors. And wasps are evil already. Like, I love wasps because they're really interesting and cool, but they are pretty messed up in the head. Um, I'm currently listening to, and I've listened to it before, but it's called The Children of Time, and it's by Adrian Tchaikovsky. Uh, it's I'm gonna put some spoilers on this one, so if you're not, if you're planning on reading it, don't listen to me for like the next 10 seconds. But basically, what happens is humanity goes into space. They come up with this cool ideas on how to live in space and travel to planets, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you got sleeping cabins and things like that. Still slower than light. Cool hard science stuff, right? Well, they decided that they wanted to elevate certain species of humanity, not humanity, and see how that goes. So they set up some planets and terraformed them up, and they got them ready to go. And that's like the beginning of the story. So they're gonna drop some monkeys on this planet. This lady's like super hyped about it. Like, she's like, I'm God now. Look at me, I'm the best. And she drops them on there, and bad stuff happens. Basically, we don't got no monkeys. And what ends up happening is the way they're going to elevate the monkeys actually affects certain other life forms, and in particular, arthropods. So we have a planet full of very, very intelligent insects and arachnids. So no more spoilers there. We're going to leave it right at that. Where is this? Is the right part? I don't think that is. Nope. That one is. This one. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm dummy. But yeah, no, that's fun. Joker basically makes bootlegs of anything from the other companies, and oh, you're gonna have to show me some links to that, buddy. That sounds cool. Effect parts are always something I'm after. Now, if you see off the camera here, just got like a handful of effect parts just chilling. Something I do. Saku monkeys are indeed canon. Didn't they give them like legs, arms for legs too, so that they can be like controlled normally? That's pretty cool. I think that's so funny. What series is that from? It was the Crossbone stuff? I love how weird the Universal Century gets. Speaking of effect parts, how are the swords I need to... I haven't built them yet, bro. I do need to get to those. Oh, man. I know you've been on me about that one. There's that. We got the little head. And we need this one, A11. That's an interesting part. Here it is. Looks like a saddle. Crossbone. Domino effect, yes. It really is an interesting story, though. I highly recommend Adrian Tchaikovsky's books. The Children of... I don't know what it's actually called, the series, but there's Children of Time, Children of Memory, and there's a third one. They are really great. Very interesting reads if you're ever into like speculative psychology. If you ever wanted to think about the world through other minds, it's very interesting because the way he writes from their perspective I mean, obviously it isn't from their perspective, but uh, he has a good way of thinking about things how they might be able to think about them. I don't mean to, bro. No, no, it's okay. Honestly, I do need people to push me. So if uh, if you want to see that sword pack, I'll definitely open it up and get to it. Maybe tonight, because this one looks like it's going together really quick. Um, Domino's pizza is good. I just bought some earlier. I bought beef and pineapple, which is not my favorite, but other people like it. I like pineapple on my pizza. I'm not judging people that do, which maybe I should, but did I put it on now? I think I'm supposed to go the other way. Yes, indeed. Okay. So, fortunately, it's that, so just do that. Little Caesars is better than Domino's. That's a controversial take there, buddy. Some people will heartily disagree with you. I happen to think that Little Caesars is just fine when it's fresh, but some people, they'll never eat it. They think it's poo poo. And I disagree with those guys, but I think sometimes you just need a little funky pizza. Drew is right. Pizza is pizza. If you can put it in your mouth, it's good. Okay. So there's his neck. That's an interesting piece. I think it's a little too big for my taste. And pizza's definitely better than others. You know, you have some really high quality pizza and you really enjoy it, but I think I'm just not picky. You can be though. It's within your right. I'm pretty picky with salty things. I don't like things that are covered in salt. Are you that lactose intolerant? You got that lactate issue? Okay, I like that. That's pretty cool. Alright. I forgive him for looking weird. I can if I want to be sick. No, California is evil. We don't have good food. Just kidding. I actually think we have some really good food out here. I'm gonna put him like this, and we're gonna give him his antennae. I know Burrito will come in here and start calling people weak because they can't handle lactose. Oh man, he's a funny guy. Thin crust with provolone instead of mozzarella. That is an excellent sound. I like that. Favorite Gundam. Okay, so personally, I really love the Mark II. That's one of my favorites. I just finished this Michaelis here. You hear the crummy, the little stand pieces that are in there. It's not a Gundam, but right now it's my favorite, like, in mind mobile suit. I think it's really cool. I think that one's really cool. But as far as favorite mobile suit, no, Gundam. As far as a favorite Gundam, I think it's got to be two. Even though it's a downgrade to the original, I just love the way it looks. It's got that beefiness, you know. St. Louis style. So St. Louis styles with provolone. I'm okay with that. We're gonna have to get some St. Louis style stuff over here. Okay, look at that antenna go in there that way. No. That launched it. Now it's on the floor. 1 second, guys. I gotta get down there and find it. Yeah, Mr. Dan with his edgy designs. If it's got spikes, if it's got that red and black, purple. There he is. All the edge stuff. If it's edgy, it's good. And I'm okay with that, because honestly, there's a reason why they're so popular. It might be cringy, but it's good. Oh man, that question will get people killed, I think. What makes a Gundam a Gundam? We got some diehards. Oh, we got some not so diehards. I tend to err on the side of, if it's called a Gundam, it's a Gundam. But yeah, I think this Fract is a Gundam. No, just kidding. Oh wait, no, Gundam Fract is a Gundam. I meant this one. What is it called? Michaelis. And say Fract because I was editing the video today. Oh man. There we go. Oh boy, here we go. We're gonna have the fun talk. But see, it can't be the Gundarium thing, because if it was, then technically I don't think the Gundam Mark II is a Gundam. Okay, and if it's from Wing... Okay, let me think. Do you see that? I stabbed myself. I didn't even see it until I started bleeding. Wing, were they a Gundarium? Man, I haven't seen... Okay, so I watched Wing, what, a year and a half ago? Maybe 2? I don't remember it being Gundarium. Gundarium. Gundarium is from Wing. Okay. But it's from OG Gundam too. So that's cool. The cross streams over here. And hello Zero's Hobby. It's good to see you in here too. I'm a fake Gundam fan. I've seen OG in the first build, and that's pretty much I just built the model kits. You're a fake like everything fan. You don't even know what Zoids are, and it's like your favorite. I'm joking. I don't know anything about Zoids. They're like Zoidberg. Whoop, 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 whoop. These are some cool looking pieces. It's a shame that they're gonna be like underneath this stuff. There's A16. This one has a secret message. There's an answer, but some nerds get offended when it's not the one they like. Isn't the strongest Mr. Butterfly? Mr. Turney? I'd say Unicorn could be the strongest too. I like Unicorn. I think Unicorn is like Superman, you know, the only limit is who uses it. Yeah, Turney, Pistachio Man, Mr. Moonlight. Moonlight Butterfly. Turn a turn. Turn Nether Gundam is strongest. Yeah, they can bake delicious pies. That's even better. Boom, 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 boom. I love Hexagear stuff when it comes with the hexagram. Like these little guys. I love them. Whose Gundam is the best? Mine, obviously. The VF1 is the best Gundam. No, just kidding. No, the stuff from Macross is pretty cool. I don't know anything about it, but they look awesome. Bandai's making that stuff now too, so should be seeing that stuff coming out. I think Tamiya made some, and then who else made them? There's a couple of companies that made them. The lore says that the Turn A is the most powerful Gundam, and it's the series that ties all the AC and UC series together. That's true. That's what it do. They are, I think it's weird that they thought that it was necessary to tie the AUs into it. Like, why did we need that? We don't need all these universes to be in the same. But whoever wrote that stuff was on something special. We need more Power Rangers kits. Seriously, untapped market. Flame Toys is on it with the OG swords that can actually combine. I agree. But I don't think kids are patient enough to do this. Now, I gave a couple of 30-minute missions to my little nephews. I don't know if he came on here. One of my nephews is subscribed to me, actually. But I don't think he came on here now. Still, they're very patient, and they did 1 or 2 kits, but I don't know if they'd be patient enough to do more than that. Sid Me designed her name, and it was Tomino. What you making? Okay, this is, bring him back up here. Alternative Messer Float. This is a Hexagear kit. Really cool thing. Look at this guy. It looks like an ant. You already know I need to make an ant now. Super cool. All right, what is everyone else working on? Actually, I'm curious. What are some kits you have in the backlog that you've been pulling out? I know Jerry doesn't have a backlog. He's too good for that. Somehow has the willpower to only buy what he's going to build and paint. I don't know how he does it. Just finished the Phantom and it looks great. Did I see the finished product or did I see the almost finished product? I think you were almost done, right? Another moderator handled? What? Okay. I still have to finish the HGG armor I was going to do for events. You should totally do it, dude. I know you guys saw my Brabro. It's not done either. I wanted badly to finish it proper, but I'm like, I'm just going to paint it because I don't think I have enough time. So I just threw down paint. I wasn't going to stop and fill all the holes in. 40K orcs for October. That's gonna be fun. I still have a ton of Gunpla kits that I have to get to. Those Gunpla kits, they add up a lot, but there's nothing like 40K for a backlog. Now I know they're expensive, but you can get a whole bunch of them all at once, so that's a thing. And then you're working on the Zaku Revive. Which one? The green one or the red one? Because I got the red one. I haven't bought a green one yet. $40K orcs are so cool looking. They're so funny. Like they look like they're gonna bite you as you're building them. I've been wanting to get into 40K for ages, but I've never ever done it, and I'm glad that I don't because I know they're so expensive. But it's always a thing. Maybe if I win the lottery. And the green one? Okay, cool. Still hunting for a mega size Zaku, and that's no Zaku boy. No Zaku. This one's definitely not a Zaku. It's got the color almost. A mega size Zaku would be cool though. I know they reprinted very recently the mega size Gundam, the original. So that's out, but I don't know if they did the Zaku. 500-point Space Wolves and 1500-point Angels Army. Sounds cool. I know you got into them for a little while with Bobby. Bobby New Type, my buddy, my guy. Cut those as they're pretty thick there. The nice thing about 40K now is there are many ways to get into. That's very true. I've seen they have little skirmish games, and they got quite a lot of ways to get into it. You are right. The problem is they're very expensive, and I'm a broke bitch. Shouldn't say that stuff on there. I am a broke boy. How about that? I like these. These are cool. Little handles. They could have made that articulated, but I know they're not going to. I kind of brought it up at the beginning with these alternative kits. If you get an alternative kit from the Hexagear series, so it says alternative, they're basically non-canon, and basically supposed to be like the low effort version of the Hexagear stuff. So you have the alternative Jester. There's literally 2 colors in the box. This one, 2 colors, They don't do a lot of effort. 3 colors. But, I mean, it's not anything to complain about. The end result's going to be cool, and it's going to give you something to paint. And I think a lot of people use them for that as well. I need to find local people to play the Lord of the Rings battle game with me. I know you're not near here, so I couldn't help you with that. An MG Neo Zeong. Yeah, I'm down with that. Let's give me an NG Neo Zeong. I don't have any room in my room now, but a PG well, no. Mega size Neo Zeong. I still want the HG Psycho Gundam Mark II. Is there an HG Psycho Gundam Mark II? I thought that was only the first one. That one would be cool. I love the color of it. I like that edgy color combo. See? See how you are? Trying to gaslight me over here? Mr. Gatekeeper? Girl boss? Yeah, I was going to say, I don't remember there being HG Mark II. Psycho Gundam Mark II. Biggest kits you guys have? I think I think mine is the well, I have the perfect grade Zaku, but I haven't built that yet. So I have the perfect grade Zaku, but I haven't built it. The largest one I built is the Kenbu, the Miley's Kenbu full mechanics. That's a pretty big kit. Yeah, they really do need to be more late, you see. Besides just Mr. Crossy Boney. Oh yeah, you have that Death Stinger. That thing is nuts. Because it's not just the Death Stinger, it's that Supernova one, so it's huge. It's just giant. That thing is crazy. It's pretty too. Yeah, you need to bust that one out. You have a mega size unicorn and the RX 782, and most parts is perfect grade Mark II. I would love to have the perfect grade Mark II. Like I said, that one is my favorite Gundam. Moon Gundam, but it's not built. That's cool. Moon Gundam is pretty big, isn't he? That's still in the Universal Century where bigger was better. Keep making them bigger. I like how in the beginning of F91 they're like, oh yeah, those big old things, they can't hold a candle to our maneuverability. Like it's just a Jesta. I'm sorry, it's a Jagan. Jagan, not that big. They're little guys. Okay, there's the other arm. And there's the leggies. It's looking cool so far. I have a little stand. Hold on. There's no place to put it. There you go. Be right there for now. Be right there. Haha. It's so clever. Moon Gundam is one of the best Gs. Yes. Blanca Magia. Those are terrifying. 90s Japan excuse. What's that? Oh, the small ones? Yeah. I like the small stuff. Gundam Victory is after Crossbow, or maybe I'm thinking of F91. I don't know. I think Victory. Okay, let's go. Jerry knows. He's the expert. We're gonna defer to him. He knows. He's the Gundam crossbow expert. Crossbone, not bow. I mean, he might be the crossbow expert too, but I wouldn't know. All I know is that Victory comes after F91. I don't know if it comes after Crossbone. Okay, so yeah. Bennett Huntley, my buddy over here, Soul Hero, he knows that the series progression. And I'm good with that. Looks fun. I haven't okay. Someone gave me a link to Victory and I watched like 2 episodes of it. So I need to continue doing that. Like I really want to watch that one. I keep getting distracted with other things though, like building and making money. That gosh darn work always getting in the way. We gotta do that though. And Crossbone again. Don't confuse us. That's too much. I'm okay with it. We can crossbone it up. Yeah, we're only in mango. No anime yet. There's nothing wrong with reading. Reading's fun. I think the only thing wrong with this is personal opinion. A lot of people disagree with me. The only thing wrong with manga is the pacing on all of them is really bad. And I think the same way with comic books too. I think pacing with comic books and mangas is just terrible, because you have to put action on the page every time, and you don't get a lot of chance to slow things down. Yeah, no, I'm not a true fan. I don't really love it late age UC. I'm just kidding. I do like it. I like what I've seen of it. Unicorn happens again in its sequels. No, I think that happens first. Building another MGF90. Oh my god. You did have quite a few of them, huh? Definitely like an anime of Crossbone. Didn't have one in the build series. And Drew, you have a good night, bud. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. I definitely think we need uh, more animes in general of our Gundam. They they've been having fun with these little side characters, but we can go back to the UC, I think, without doing another Doan's crew. The Doan's Island. That was a little silly. Just one a movie based on one episode. Little weird. But hey, it's something. Oh man, those A to Z packs for the F90. That was a thing, huh? Literally have one for every letter of the alphabet, huh? I can't believe they did it. Some of the naming was a little odd. Oh boy. This is just my opinion, but Gundam Seed is, even if it's dubbed, mostly because the characters couldn't get past the first episode. I don't know. I haven't seen it at all, so I can never give it I can never give it a chance. I haven't yet anyway. We'll see though down the line. I gave Wing a chance and that was pretty crummy. Um Technically more than A to Z. Could Cole take G Savior's trash and a question anyone's tasted it like? I haven't seen G Savior, so I don't know. But I think everyone knows that one's pretty crappy. Double O is what got me back into Gundam. Oh boy. So my first Gundam was OG Gundam. The reason is I was working at Amazon and I kept seeing Gundam on the shelf. I kept seeing, in particular, because of the area I was assigned to work in, I kept seeing the master grade gun cannon, which is why I thought it was cute. I really liked the way he looked. And I had no idea it was a giant robot. Like, I thought it was big. And I remember a long time ago, back when I used to go to church regularly, uh, my buddy Fernando used to love Gundam, and he was talking about Wing, but I didn't know that. So, uh, when I saw this Gundam thing, it it didn't click on me that Gun Cannon was Gundam. So I went to look up what Gun Cannon was from, and then I saw it was from Gundam, and I'm like, oh, just like my buddy used to watch. And so I looked it up, and I found it online, and I watched it, and I'm like, this is okay. This is not bad. I don't hate it. It's not as good as some of the more modern stuff that I've seen in anime, but I could sit there and watch it. So I actually watched the whole thing, and yeah, that's what got me into Gunpla. Actually, I bought that. I bought a HG, not knowing that there was a difference between HG and master grade. So my fault, but the HG was pretty good and definitely made me want more. And G Savior is so bad. Mortal Kombat movie. It made the Mortal Kombat movie look good. Wow. Oh man, the American Gundam thing's pretty bad. That Battlelog graphic novel. What were they thinking with that one, huh? My first entry into Gundam was 0079, and I watched G and Wing. Yeah, see, I think most people watch G and Wing Gundam. I think Wing Gundam was the big one that got a lot of Americans into it, so it's pretty cool. Unicorn, see, a lot of people poop on it. It's not a very memorable one. It's not very. There's not a lot of story to it. I don't think. It's not anything of consequence. I don't think, but it's really well made. Like it looks pretty. So I don't know. We can complain all we want, but it's okay. All right, now we need these C2 and 3. We need 2 of those. Am I still here? My phone told me something went wrong. I don't like when it says that. Hello, Liana Barrera. How you doing? Bennett, Wing Gundam was the first Gundam anime I watched, and I hated it. And then I watched Oitema's Team, and that got me to love the series. And no, that one was really good. I love that one a lot. Eclipse. A transformer is not a Gundam, and Gundam is not a transformer. Besides, Gundam's a transform, and there's also some that combine. That's true. Awesome. Convoluted is how I would describe Unicorn's story. I just think it wasn't there. Like there wasn't a reason for it, so it just felt like, hey, let's put something dumb in here. Like let's just yeah, this makes sense, right? I don't know what they were thinking there. But it's pretty. We have some really cool kits out of it. And obviously Bandai agrees because they made the unicorn how many times now? I don't think anyone can count. Oh, you know how they came out with the little Zaku-kun? They had Gunpla-kun, now they have Zaku-kun. I think they need to do the Unicorn-kun. They have to. They need to. That would be great. They had Ariel-kun in the little show that they had on YouTube. That was fun. I don't think anyone here would mistake that, no. The newscaster calling, oh, this is a cool transformer. Hello, Mohammed. The story was kind of mad, but damn, when they showed the Gundam transfer, oh yeah, yeah, no, when they do those this cool little animation sequences, the effects all over the place, that's what gets you going, and then some of the minor skirmishes that you have the other vehicle besides the just the Gundam going on. Macross licensed as a Transformer. We have some fun crossovers in the United States because of licensing, huh? Oh yeah, music in Unicorn is definitely the best. It's one of the best parts about it. I still have some in my playlists. It's a really nice wing. 57 times? No way. I believe it though. I believe it. So Macross licensed as a Transformer. When did that happen? Like I know I'm not a Transformers guy, so I don't know anything about Transformers, but um definitely want to know when that happened and why. I'm sure the easy part is, hey, we want that. Looks cool. There's a couple of people in here that I don't recognize, like Liana and Mohammed. In case you didn't know, I am building the Meter Float, which is the alternative kit from the Hexagear series. And so far, it's pretty awesome. So I'm loving it. Pretty cool. A lot of Transformers fans are indeed Gundam fans. Big robots are fun, and I like it. I don't know why I didn't get into Transformers. When I was a kid, it interrupted the shows I wanted to watch. Like it was like in a group of 3 or 4 shows that I'd watch, and then Transformers in the middle of the block. So I'm like, I don't like Transformers. It gets in my way. That, or it might have been like me at too early an age to have liked Transformers, or too late where I thought, oh, it's no good. Which Discord? I was talking about a few of them. There's a couple of us, and I haven't started one yet. So if you're asking me if I have one, I don't. Not yet. I'm gonna probably try. Zero's hobby is a big Transformers fan. And Dan says, Macross is not Transformer, if I remember right. One of them tried to take the other to court for similar character looks. That would make sense. But Soul Hero said that it was like a licensed version, so that's pretty trippy. But Macross at the time, they were just trying to break into to other places, right? They were trying to get exposure. They wanted everyone to see their cool stuff, their cool robots. So I have a couple Discords I'm in. There's Brooker's Hobbies. It's a really cool one, but that's for like our local. So if you're in California and Southern California specifically, or if you ordered stuff from their site, Brookhurst Hobbies has their little club, and that's what that Discord is for. Mr. Flames and I go there. That's one of the places we shop at, so that's cool. And that's where he and I know each other from. I'm also on the Gumpla Hermits Discord. If you go on the Gumpla Hermits website, he has it on. I think there's a link on the top of the page that you can get yourself an invite for. I like Gumpla Hermits Discord a lot. I'm a moderator on there. I don't moderate anything, but if you guys want to do whatever on there, it's pretty much good stuff. But the Gumpla Hermit Discord is basically one of the first Discords I was on, and I kind of seen it growing up, and it was fun. The other guy, Drew, that was on, he also was on from there. And then another Discord server I'm on is Fire Falco's Lounge, and that's just one of the guys that I met through, was it Gundam News Network? something like that. It's where is it? Something like that though. Um, they do Gundam news on YouTube here, but they had a Discord, and it's it's a pretty dead page, so I kind of left. But when I was there, one of the guys that posted a lot of news was Fire Falco, and he started well, I'm still in that Discord. I thought I left it. Um, but Fire Falco was in there, posted a lot of the news that was on there, and he's always ahead of the curve. So I love seeing that stuff, and he ended up inviting me into his server. So that one's kind of a private deal for him. And then we had the Mecha Musume Discord, which is one that I am on all the time. That one is for the model kit girls, like those. So that one I'm also a moderator in. I don't do a lot of moderating there either, but that's one of the things. One of the Discord servers that I'm on. So if you're into the model kit girls, I will invite you there if you'd like. You can add me on one of those other Discords, and we'll say hello, and I'll add you there. What other servers am I on? I don't think I'm in any other ones. My videos are bland too. I'm just kidding. Their videos are pretty bland. The personalities that they have, I think they're a little dull, but it's a thing. Back in the day, that was where I got my news from, so I joined their Discord. That was the first Discord I joined, and then immediately after that, I joined the Gumpler Herman's Discord. So I think it was like pretty much the same time. Bandai gave 2 American companies the license to use Macross. Hasbro got it first, and the other company, I forgot the name. Freaking Hasbros. They didn't know Hasbro got the rights first, but then they sued Hasbro, even though Hasbro did nothing wrong. In the end, compromise made the characters look nothing like the toy, to which the company sued again and forced them to change the name from Jetfire to Skyfire. No reason, but just being jerks. Don't you love that? That's ridiculous. Like that makes me feel good about being in America. I'm just kidding. That's true. A lot of the small channels have like kind of disappeared. Oh yeah. I was in the the not the role play group. It was the war game set. They had like a rules for wargaming, and that one was really cool. But I just got, I'm like a little overwhelmed with how many Discord servers I was in, so I left that one. That one's pretty active though, right, Dan? That one's like they're always bustling, especially at night when I'm asleep, because I think a lot of the people in that group are from Asia, which is pretty cool. I think this is supposed to go in all the way. There you go. That is neat. All right, let's get his other legs on. Let's see how they're supposed to go. Like this. Yep. Channel 2 says a Discord that only a few people talk in, and of course it's the most annoying people. It's how it usually goes. I mean, you see on the Gunflare Hermit Discord, I'm the one that talks the most, because I'm the most annoying person. There's more to this story, but Bandai messed up and Hasbro ended up the price. Yes, sir. Oh, ended up paying the price. I don't know what it is about Gundam that attracts the most annoying nerds. That's I will say that that's not 100% true, because there have been occasions, and I'm not going to name names, but a couple of the cool places I've been to, it's usually the Star Wars guys, just saying. So it's not a RPG group. It was like a wargaming group. They came up with rules, and they're still coming up with rules for a war game with the 30-minute missions kits as the basis. So, you build and come up with some stat sets with their book, and then you just kind of play a game with based on hexes, which are like the bases for the stance, like a action base 5, and I think it's base 5, yeah. Yeah, so you come up with they came up with a cool set of rules for those, and I thought it was pretty cool, but I never got across like really studying the rules enough to want to stay in that kind of place with. I felt like I wasn't contributing anything to it. All right, so my wasp is done, and he looks amazing, and he's really big. I thought he would be smaller, but he's really cool. So there's a stinger. Gundam attracts those weird people who think they know things, but in reality, it's all lies and fake stuff. That sounds like Star Wars fans too. Oh man, I can't tell you how many times I've been gaslit by Star Wars fans. Like, oh, did you know this? I'm like, no, I didn't know that. Look it up, and it's like not even a thing. Yeah, see, it's the long lore. It really is. That's what gets them. If there's a lot of info to be had, they're gonna be like making stuff up. Yeah, I get it. It's the same group. I bet you Star Trek people are like that, but I don't know any groups of Star Trek people. I like Trek, but I just like to watch it. I don't get into the universe. This guy is rad. All right. So he's done. Let me bring out my little guy again. Here he is. Oh man, that would be terrifying, dudes. That would be. Why? Why is there a giant fly? Why is there a giant guy that can pick me up? I'm not down. Having Disney Plus, I am watching Mandalorian. Currently halfway through season 2. I love Mando, but boy does it fall off near the end. I'm not gonna poop on it, but I expected different. I did, because it came out with a strong start. I really liked it, and then it just kind of died off. Ahsoka's being really good so far, though. Ahsoka is really good. With Disney Plus, though, you can watch. What's the one? It's. Sorry, I'm yawning. Nick Fury. They don't. Disney doesn't understand their IPs. They don't understand their fans either. It's funny. Because even diehard Disney fans are like, what are you guys doing with this one? Why do you guys do this stuff? Okay. Dan the Man. I got those swords. Give me a second. I'm gonna move this aside, and I'll go grab it. Haha. Okay. I know we're joking about lore, but at least to be a little more accurate. See, that's the hard part, right? How much do you do it just for fun, and how much do you do it for to try to keep the hardcore fans happy? That's the hard balance. It's always gonna be that way. All right, get this book. Mr. Wasp is going in the cage. Slide on in here, buddy. You ain't gonna fit. That's what we do. Ah. It's like, okay. But how do lightsabers work? We get the funny dark saber that has like all kinds of weird lore attached to it, and I get that people they like to poop on it. But that was Filoni, and Filoni came up with that in the old stories. I didn't like the dark saber story at all, though. I thought that was cheesy. Like, oh, he's a cool he's a cool Mandalorian Jedi. All right, how does that make him better? That's weird. Okay, swords. Okay. Custom weapons, energy weapons version. 30-minute missions, always coming up with some fun stuff. John Weiland. Hi, Brave. Just wanted to say you have a great channel, and I hope you keep up with the fire content. I really like that. Thank you. I appreciate it. And Cover Me in Chromium is just as good as Beskar. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Pretty much, weeaboos. That's the answer to a lot of the questions we've been saying. Why does it look this way? I'm sorry, I'm trying to clean up my mess here. The Darksaber is just such a weird concept in general. I don't like it. And then lightsabers are weird too. So you have a beam made of light, right? So we have a beam. It's a light beam, but it's not a light beam because it's also laser. It's also solid enough to stop other light beams. Okay, maybe light can do that, right? You have an interference pattern, and that's how it stops it from passing. We can say that. Maybe it works, but why would metal things stop it? Because it's light, right? I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't ever pretend to know, because they don't ever explain, and that's good. The more they explain, the less magic it is. It's black because it's edgy. I mean, it's super edgy. Yeah, and I'm okay with it being science fantasy. Let it be magic. I'm okay with it. That's why the Darksaber is heavy if you don't have the right willpower to handle it. It's heavy. How did it get heavy? I don't know. It's just magic, dudes. Just make it happen. Where's JW1? J1, 5 and 4. Boom. 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 I was watching my brother play Jedi Survivor. I like that he had found a crossguard lightsaber, and he immediately started using it. Right? He's like, it's fun. right? Let's go ahead and use the big cross guard. The way he swings it around like it's a big heavy sword is great. I'm like, you don't need to do that. It's magic. It's space magic. Mm-mm-mm. How did you like it, Soul Hero? Because he's been playing it for a while. It's not like he's focused on beating it because he keeps putting Demon Souls on because he loves Demon Souls. He's beat that like 900 times. Uh, but every time he does turn it on, I try to watch it. Like I want to see what he's doing. I pulled the wrong ones out. Okay. I pulled out the 14s, which are for this. I need the 15s. So we have more power coming through the kyber crystal. Would that make it force it backwards? So like if you're swinging it this way, it would be pushing it this way. I guess that makes sense. I'm cool with that. That makes some kind of logic. I like that. Let's keep it. I'm going to use that one in my brain housing group. Not something I 100%, but enjoy the time I had. Now fear what will happen to the series since the director of the game no longer works for EA. The brown saber. Is there a brown one? All right, guys. Let's ask the real questions. If Luke Skywalker were to fire, would it be a green cloud or a brown cloud? I'm just kidding. Which one's a brown lightsaber? Is it the one that guy uses in Ahsoka? Because that's orange, yeah? Red. Red, red. Red, red redemption. Ooh. Oh, okay. It's cloudy. With a chance of meatballs. Cool. I think the lightsaber should be whatever color you want them to be. I think that's censored and I can't uncensor it. Copper colored lightsaber in the Legends book. Okay, I didn't read the Legends one, so I probably have to get into there. Poopy. Um, the Legends books are always fun though. The ones I read were the Thrawn trilogy back then. Before the second Thrawn trilogy that's out now. So this Legend stuff with the Lamiri and the clones. Poop saber. No one wants to touch it, so they're like backing up all the time. Gets everyone on edge. Poop sword. Everyone's badass till the poop sword comes out. Oh yeah? Okay. So there's brown too. I'm like you can't make brown with light because without dark as a context and you can't add dark to light, um it would just look orange. Orange is being reintroduced to Star Wars. A YouTube video about the poop saber. Poop saber is real, guys. It's a gun that shoots. Oh my god, no. That's actually really cool. Um, it doesn't make sense from a practical standpoint because yeah, you shoot something, that thing would be wobbling all over the place. But I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun. I would have to see what we can do. It's canon. Who did it? Who used it? Where was it from? I want to know. A lightsaber rifle. Oh man, that's actually really funny. But see, that's why a lot of the Star Wars technology doesn't make a lot of sense. Crisis Core Reunion. So you're gonna play with Gacto? You're gonna play with Gak? That's Ranch's favorite musician right now. What is his name? Genesis something? Jocasta used it from the comics. I don't know Jocasta, so it's lost on me. I'll have to look it up. I know there's a lot of lore channels that I can look up very easily. I know a few I'm subscribed to. So I'll just look up lightsaber canon and we're gonna find out all the secrets of how and why that works. Oh yeah, okay. The lady from episode 2. That's ridiculous. I kind of love it. But I was saying like the technologies in Star Wars, they don't make a lot of sense. Like a lot of them, they just point and shoot, right? Like you got lasers, you got ion cannons, you got blasters. Blasters don't actually shoot lasers, so there's that. There's laser cannons, there's turbo lasers, there's turbo laser cannons, there's all kinds of fun stuff. Dan, I don't know, but we have fun, so it's good. I think we're trying to come up with a mental justification for lightsabers. I remember seeing was it a YouTube short or probably a TikTok? But you know the guy, if you had a lightsaber, why don't you just like flick it like this? Because that's just as effective as anything. If it's a the laser sword, you just yeah. How's that a spoiler for Andor? I don't want to know. How is that a thing? But they have phones. How do they not have Wi-Fi? Come on, they gotta have Wi-Fi. Always thought of it as something like Dune. You know how Dune, I don't know if you know Dune, but if you know Dune, they don't use any computer technology that's that like programming that's smart as a man because of what happened with the jihad. The jihad wars, the crusades, the planet Earth got taken over by AI. That was fun. But that's one of their things was. You heard me. You heard me. I said the jihad. What was it called? There's a specific name for the jihad too. But anyways, one of their laws is you should not make a computer in the likeness of a man. So that's why they don't have like really high tech stuff. I love Dune. Dune is wild. I had read the original Dune trilogy and one more after that a long time ago. Recently, I got back into them and started looking at them again. So, I started reading Brian Herbert's Dunes, and I'm not a big fan of his writing. I'm actually really critical of his writing, but some of the concepts that he has are really cool. So, I can forgive him for that. I don't like that he continually used a certain Atreides over and over and over again. There was no need for him to keep him alive for that long, but people like it, so I'll leave him be. They can have him. This one's J2 and 1 and 2. This is cool. 2 really big handles. One thing I like about these option parts are the long learners with they're probably all dead. the long lore nerds for Dune are probably passed away. We might get some new ones now that the new series is out. Like we have Dune and part 2 coming soon. Hopefully we do. I miss like because I watched Dune when I was a kid, the '80s version, and it was a lot of fun. And then I watched the Sci-Fi Channel, or was it HBO? I think it was Sci-Fi Channel. Uh, Showtime. Showtime is who did it. They made a mini series of Dune, and it was a longer version, and it was more lore accurate, I guess. I guess. Um, I like that one a lot, though. There's some phrases that they use in there that still get used around my house to this day. Uh, if someone's really mad at someone and they're like yelling and someone else hears it and they're not involved in the argument, they'll say, Jessica. That's a big funny one. That's a good one. But yeah, no, I love those things. So I've always been a fan of the original 3 books. So Dune, Children of Dune, and Dune Messiah, I think it is. Yeah. So lightsabers are actually plasma swords, and they got a magnetic field around them. That's what causes them to interfere with other lightsabers. You say that, right? But where did you get that from? Because I've never seen that. All right, look at here. We got a gray one or a blue one. So we're going to do both. I guess that's what they're trying to tell me. You can do both. You only have one blue. It's from the wiki. All right, so there's some sort of magnetic containment on the plasma of a lightsaber. Interesting, interesting. I don't think there's any kind of I don't want to argue that. It's magic. Kyber crystal can produce power for plasma. That's cool. I like kyber crystals. Put one of those in my pocket. You know, I was watching Gintama last night with Ranch, and the Ranch wanted to put an episode on because one of the characters on there liked it a lot, and Sakamoto. And in this one, Sakamoto lost some batteries, and these batteries are they're small like regular batteries, but they're made with a special material that can put out enough power to power a whole ship. So obviously these are important things and they don't want to lose them. So they hire Odd Jobs Gin to find them. And Gin does find them, and it's great. But a lot of funny things happen in the meantime. But that just got me thinking about it. If we can have something as small as a handheld weapon that can produce enough power to make plasma, then the batteries that from Gintama are good. Bounce. Okay. We will see you later there, buddy. Mr. Flames, Mr. Jerry. We'll see you the next time. Are you going to be on at Brookhurst on Saturday? I'll see you there. Some dude on YouTube made a real lightsaber. He uses some kind of fuel to make the blade. See, that's more real science because you have to actually have something like that in order to make a plasma. It's interesting though. I mean, you go into another universe and things aren't exactly the same here. Obviously, they have the Force, and the kyber crystal in and of itself would be some kind of magic because crystals don't really have that kind of power on their own. So uh, I try to leave that stuff out. Like, it's a cool lightsaber, you know. It's nice. It's not like a beam saber from Gundam. It's not the same tech. Mm-mm-mm. This is interesting. Okay, that's a big sword. I dig it. And then of course you can bend it every other which way too. Wow. See, that's what you would do. And you just swing that around. If those are beams, you cut through anything. I dig it. Okay. So that's sword number one there. It tells you right away. You can go ahead and put it in his hand. He'll be able to carry it, no problem. Maybe use one of the little guys. All right. I saw a weird item on Amazon, a credit card size battery bank. It holds about 2 hours of power for your phone, but you can fit it in your wallet. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And I know that they have stuff like that because actually this is one that I use. And it holds enough charge. Right now it's 58%, right? I charged this up 3 weeks ago, maybe. I only use it when I really need to. If I'm running out of battery enough to say, hey, I need to charge. But it will charge my phone fully from empty 5 times, no problem. So I can imagine something, 1/5 of the size, flattened out into a credit card size. It makes sense. And we're coming up with better ways to store power, so I'm happy about that too. One of my favorite authors, Peter F. Hamilton. Look him up, definitely do. He has some fun theories about quantum displacement. And one of his things that he has is called Nyling desync. I don't know why it's Nyling. I'm sure there's a reason. But it desynchronizes where power is stored outside of the universe. So it can theoretically store any amount of power you put in it. And companies use them for like backup if things bad happen. You need a generator. You just got an island desync, and then you just plug it in. You're good to go. One of the "we were bad but now we're good" guys in that one comes out later, and he has a whole bunch of them out in the middle of the forest, and he uses them for a spectacular effect at the end of the series, which is pretty cool. If you want to talk science fiction, that wouldn't be a Star Wars, it'd be the story I'm coming up with. That's right, your story is fun, and I can't wait to see more about it. I know you have a lot of plans, so we gotta wait and see where you come out with. I know some of the background that you've been coming out with is fun. I like the ideas you have. Sometimes you come out with some great stuff, and I'm like, maybe. But I'm sure they work out all the bugs. It's gonna be great. This is a pretty nice hilt here. Let's see what it looks like. Huh. Okay, so RGB? You need both. Okay, give me a sec. I like that. Okay. So that one would plug in here, and the other one would plug in here. That's all right. Okay, so you get your guy's hand in there, and you got a twin lightsaber hilt. Zoom, 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 zoom. Dig it. All right, and then we can use either the grays or the blues. I'm gonna cut them all out. But yeah, no, Peter F. Hamilton has a lot of fun stories there with his future histories. I like my favorite one was introduced to me by my buddy Henry, who just got into contact with me today. We chatted for a little bit. It's the same series that I was mentioning. It's called the Commonwealth series, and in the Commonwealth series, the humans have expanded beyond Earth, but they didn't leave on spaceships. They actually invented wormholes, and these wormholes they compress space to micro length. So if you want to go to another planet, you just get a wormhole over there, anchor it, and then you can walk there. You can drive there. You can put a train track through it and ride the train through. So there's that, and that's what they do in that universe. The problem is they come across an alien species that issues happen with. The first book being Pandora's Star. They find out that one of these stars that they've been studying, it just happened to be looking at, goes dark all at once, like instantly, right? So that doesn't just happen. So they want to investigate it, but it's very far away. It's 700 light years away, which is further than what they use their wormholes and technology for so far. So first they're thinking, all right, well, we'll go investigate it with wormholes. We'll build one and then keep going out that way. Well, the guy who invented the wormhole technology, he goes, hey, what if I put that wormhole thing on a ship? And now we can move it forward. So as we go along, the end of the wormhole projection goes further out, and then we just keep catching up with it. We call it continuous wormhole technology. Cool stuff. So you can get to the blacked out star in a short amount of time. And so that's what they do. They go out there, but they find out bad juju happens over there. So because of that, they have to change their entire society, and it's fun. But that one's a really cool, really, really cool one. It's not hard science by any means, but I do like the idea of wormhole technology versus, like some sort of power-based movement, I mean, obviously you have to power those giant things, generators for the wormhole generator, but instead of like chemical reactions, things like that. Now you say it's a train wreck, but you're just at the beginning stages, so don't criticize yourself too much. So I think 30 minutes missions like this one, they have enough leeway with their lore that you can be doing anything with them. So I know the Forestieri is the only one so far that has a beam weapon. Everything else is basically conventional weapons. But these ones very clearly meant to be beam weapons, or at least that's what comes into my mind when I see them. Very cool though. Put this on here. You kind of really need two of them, huh? You get the same sword there. If you do this, doesn't look right. It's not bad, but I like that a lot. It's a neat way for them to connect. Humans versus aliens versus other aliens versus smarter aliens versus faster aliens. I like it. It's open enough that we can have all that weird stuff. Like the Maxion, they're digital beings, which is fun. They download themselves into their mobile suits. So does that mean they're AI? Does that mean they are just simply digital life? You know, how does that evolve? That's interesting. But the Bylon, they are human-like, close enough to be human that it confuses the scientists. So that's fun. I think on the 30-minute Wargaming's page, they were like, "Oh yeah, they're aliens. They look like humans, but they're brown, or they're blue, or they're red." So that's cool. Okay, so there's the blades. Let's try them out. We got the nice sickle. We'll do the blue one. That's cool. And then we got the big. I think you want to do it that way. You can do it this way too. Yeah, I think this way looks better. Same thing on the gray one. There we go. Really cool. I think that would look really good in silver. And then we got the katana looking blade. Where's the other one? Yeah. You do it either way. I dig them. And then I think it'll actually work with the one for the, yeah. So it'll work for this one too. It should. Yep. A little stubby guy. I like it. Yeah. There's that. And now, these nubs out of the way. So we got directions on how to trim undergating, which is fun. We got 3012. The dog. My neighbors across the street, they have a little like a little scruffy guy. Forget what they're called. He gets let out to the front, and then they forget that he's out there, so he has to bark to be let back in. I feel bad for him. He's a cute little guy, but he doesn't like me yet, so I can't save him. 1 second, I dropped one on the floor. It ain't gonna put building unless you drop it on the floor at least once. There we go. Okay, and then we do 1 blue and 1 gray. I can pull out the rectangle one too. Might as well, it's here. Ooh. Boom and boom. But I do really like the 30-minute missions lore. The Maxion are always going to be my favorite. They're just so cool and wild, wonky looking. Can't get enough of them. I mean, they're simplistic, but different and varied enough to be unique. Each one of them so far has had that different feel. I really enjoy that. The blades can also connect into the little square peg looking thing on the side of the handle. That's true. So you can put them backwards. So if you wanted to have a sword coming back this way, that'd be awful dangerous. Maybe a shorter one. Had my cat randomly walk out from under my desk. Didn't even know they were in the room. Spooky cat. It's the season. They know it. They're like, it's almost our time. I'm looking forward to Halloween this year. I already went to the Halloween Horror Nights. I'm sure you guys saw that I uploaded a whole bunch of videos about it. That was a lot of fun, by the way. I think there were way more people than my dad was ready to imagine could have been in one place, but it was still a good trip. You know, it was fun. The only problem I think I had was two of the mazes I wanted to go through. We didn't go through because my dad complained about his feet hurting, and I'm like, yeah, you're in better shape than I am. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe you're just lazy. Maybe you just wanted to go home. We were like 2.5 hours away from home, so I guess it makes sense. One more, I haven't vacuumed under the desk, so they got covered in model kit dust. Oh no. Alright, y'all, I gotta head out. Great, my dude. Maybe we can do a double stream sometime. I think that would be fun. I have not done that before, so could be a good deal. Keep up with those orcs, man. I love those funny guys. Have a good night. Okay, this is a little cooler than I thought it would be. I like that. You can see that the inside structure in there. Pretty cool. I think the DLC component of 30-minute missions is not a detriment to it. I was just thinking about that because someone mentioned that about the 30-minute sisters, right? That, you know, they're just Megami Device light, but with DLC. And I don't agree wholeheartedly with that because I don't think that's exactly what they would be considered. They're a different whole concept, I think. Megami Device being character models for a game, even if it's a fictional one. The idea would be, you know, to build your team the best way you think possible using the characters that are there. Then you can use add-ons like MSG or even frame arm scroll kits to make the girls your own character. So they're characters, you know. I think Rashetta, Tiasha, and Luluche, the others, I think they're more of their own thing. They don't have a purpose per se, except for to help people, which is what it says on their website. They're not meant for fighting, again, per se. But obviously, with their weapons and armor and things like that, I think that works, you know? I think it's cool. They're just buddies. You know, you buy one in the future, he's just your pal, you know? Little Rashetta, she's gonna take care of me. Kind of weird, but you know, a lot of concepts are. Robots are weird. We like them. I need to get this closer to the camera. And yeah, no, that can be an arm guard, but it'd also be incredibly dangerous. If you put your arm down wrong, you slice into yourself really badly. The cross guard would be a better idea than a reverse blade. Then again, I don't know, maybe put a metal one there. Okay, he's still alive. Hey buddy, you still here? I'm around, man. I'm trying to stay up to keep the hours up, man. Last time I was only on for an hour, so I felt bad. Okay. I like this gray one, believe it or not. This one, it does look like it's an energy container. Like you got some kind of mystery fluid in there that's powering things up. Pretty cool. You hook it up to that gun that they have on the big arm. That would be cool. Ooh, I twisted it. What a newbie. There we go. Put that one over there. Bennett says, cool. Didn't know that about that line. I'll make me think differently towards the Nagami device. No, that's why they're listed as 1/1 scale. They're considered 1/1 scale because they're just little kits that you would put together and have them battle on like a tabletop field, kind of like build fighters. Sorry, so kind of like build fighters, and they fight each other. So they're definitely designed for keeping fighting in their world. And then each of their factions has their own little specialty, right? So you got like the Bullet Knights, and they have their own stats, and they're like meant for guarding and attacking, but not so much for speed. You get the SOL girls; they're meant for speed and offense, but not so much defense either. Yeah, the WISM, which are like the all-rounders. You have the what do they call the ASRAs? The Ashuras, and those ones were meant for like all-out attack and speed. So it's pretty cool. Whereas the 30-minute sisters are just kind of like companions. They're from the future. Future technology. It's kind of fun stuff. All right, so we got these guys built. We have the gray containers and we have the blue ones. No, that's exactly right. So we got the letter series being crossover. So the A was all the kits that they made for Alice Gear Aegis, and then B was supposed to be for Buso Shinki. B is now like a spin-off of Buso Shinki, something like that. So we have A and B, and then there's F, which is a crossover for Frame Arms Girl, which the only one for that one is Basilard and Magical Girl Basilard. So that's pretty fun. And then the dot numbers are specific outfits, but they didn't always be that. They weren't always that way, because the WISM was just a real type version. But I'm sure they could go back and change that. They re-released the WISM real types. I'm so lucky I have those. Okay, so I have these here now. These ones are, well, they're pretty nifty. And they're just little containers. I like this though. This is an interesting type of connection. You set that guy on there, and it sits there nice and neat. You put that on the side of a guy's body. Let's see, where do I have? I have a Rabiot right here. So something like this. Or on the back, which would make more sense. And you can pop it out, because this one's empty, clearly. and put on a new one. Boop. And then maybe you need some more juice, so you put this one on. And that one doesn't have a peg. So okay, take this one off, peg this in, and we'll put this one on instead. There you go. And because it's got the C-clip, we can put that on different things too. So maybe you can put it on a weapon just directly. That'd be cool. I dig it. Now let's see how big these weapons are. I know Dan is dying to see how big these guys are in their hands. I'm sure you've seen 100 reviews by now, but oh boy. Let's see. Man, this is a big one. I actually think the weapon from, which one is it? One of the early sets where it's just that big sword. I think that's bigger. Because this is pretty cool. Let's see if he can hold it. Surprisingly, he can keep it up. That's crazy. I dig it. You can like spread it out and do whatever you want with it there. It's pretty rad. I don't know why you would have it like that, but you could if you wanted to. Not a bad looking weapon at all. And then for the smaller ones, get this out of the way. Let's do this one with the blue sickle here. All right, so we got that one. Not a bad looking weapon at all. If we turned it around, I made it so that could be the arm guard, right? Let's do still this sickle, and then we'll put this one on the back. Let me drop this one off. Not too shabby. I think it's a little too long there for an arm guard. I think he's going to cut his leg off or something. You know, if you move it up or down, you're going to accidentally cut something. I'm sure we have smaller weapons that we can work on that one with. It's a little square, so, you know, some of the other ones will work. That'd be cool. I like it. The rabiot looks so beefy because I'm always using the Alto, and he's so small. He's a really little guy. I'm gonna get this guy. He's a big boy. Right, the Sandrock, he's got those big guys too. I think they're called Shottles. Really cool looking guys. So you mentioned Soul Hero, that you're playing Final Fantasy Crisis Core Remake. How do you like it? I don't follow Final Fantasy, but that's pretty cool. I like the remakes so far, the ones that they've come up with. It's pretty cool. There we go. Boom. Fold this up. I have down here a plastic baggie. Always keep my weapons and stuff in here. You liked it, Dan? It's pretty alright, huh? I like it. It's a fun one for real. It's a lot of options. I think it was more expensive though. I think it was $11, maybe 12 for some of the others that are like, not 12. Like $8. Still, I think it's worth it. You get a lot of different things in here. And I dropped that container. Look at me go. There's a decent amount of stuff. I think the biggest disappointment I've ever had with the 30-minute missions were those backpacks. Not that I don't like the backpacks themselves. 1 second, let me pick that thing up so I move the camera. I didn't have any issues with the backpacks themselves, just how little plastic came in them. It was that was a disappointment. Okay, here I am again. Oh wait. I keep my instructions with them, even though there's not a lot of heavy entailed instructions here. Yeah, I knew that every numbered series has its own. I've played a couple of them where I played 3 Remake on the DS, and I knew that it was different than the other series that were out there, so it was pretty cool. And Bennett says, what about the secondary sickle? You want to put 2 sickles on? Let's see what that looks like. It's like a mission mode. It has story-wise, it's a prequel to 7, so it's a nice refresher as soon as part of the remake reimagined is coming out soon. Okay, right on. All I know is that Crisis Core originally had Gact as one of the voice actors, so that was cool. All right, so there's an arm guard there. That would be really dangerous. Let's put it the other way. No, it won't even the other way. It could. All right, let me get that alto. Or, what's his name? I can actually put this one on here. All right, he's hanging out of that sucker. We're gonna go this way. Reminds me of a Batleth from Star Trek. I know it's not even close, but it has that feeling. There you go, now it really looks like a Batleth. I mean, it could work. It pushes it away from his body enough that I think any movement he would do wouldn't be immediately dangerous to life or limb. I like it. We'll keep it going. What do you think, Dan? Is that a win? Looks like a pair of boobs. A butt. Oh. There you go. Well, you can alternatively do it this way and have both of them going up front. If you wanted to do that. There you go. This is a big fat sword. Let's try it the other way. There you go. You probably put the power blade in front of it. Not bad. And you also do it because it's a square, you can do it sideways too. It works. I like it. Just use your imagination. I like it. I could see putting a small blade on there though. That would be, I think it would be more logical to put a small one to shield you up. So there's that. What other small kits can I build? Let's see, put this aside here. We'll do a look at that one later. Leave this guy aside too. I have, let's see. You don't have to, but it's okay. What? But I did it. Let's see. Forgive me if the light looks weird. Boom. There we go. Okay, so you see my precarious stack of kits that I need to put away. This one needs to be put away. This one needs to be reviewed. This one I need to paint. I need to deal with this stack. The stuff still up there because they're normally over here. Let's see. These are all finished. This finished, this finished. This isn't. This isn't. Oh. Put this back up here and I'll find one real quick. Okay. But yeah, no, considering Final Fantasy, like I said, I played the remake, and I know that they kind of tell you when you talk to anyone about maybe what? Sorry, there's a delay in what we're talking about, and that's probably, just the nature of streaming, and I'm sorry about that. Let me find what else we have here as far as kits. I can build quickly. I don't know off the top of my head. Well, I can finish my bear guy legs. Because I broke the arm, sadly. But that doesn't mean I can't build the legs. I can make a custom arm for that other one. No, I'm not going anywhere. Come on in here, Chicote. Okay. But what was I saying about Final Fantasy? Oh, basically, I was saying that I knew about the lore being its own thing for between, one game and the next. Any titled sequence, any numbered sequence is going to be different than another. Yeah, so playing 3 was interesting. I ended up getting soft locked into a certain place because I hadn't leveled up high enough, and every single thing that I was getting caught up on was killing me. Like, it wasn't even funny. But I didn't save enough on that one, so my fault. Okay. So if you know anything about me, it's that I love cute things. And I really wanted this to work out. But Mr. Bear Guy decided that the torque on his arm was a little too much. We're just twisting it a little. I put in that piece is normally if I recall correctly, on the normal build, it's a polycap, but in this one it's plastic, like an ABS. It's this sprue, which I think is ABS. Let me see. Usually it's somewhere on here. Maybe not. But yeah, you can see they got these guys here. Was it one of these or was it something else? Anyways, I messed up either way. I put too much torque on it and it broke him. Dan, what are you asking? So you got on 3 and you were young and you never beat it either. I couldn't do it. I got stuck and I was like, I'm not restarting this. I'm not starting the game over. My buddy sent me a white bear guy, and I think I have him over here. I need to finish him up and clean him up and put him back together. I think he broke the same way, actually. No, his head broke off. Here he is. Alright. So here's a white one. And for some reason, he feels bulkier than the yellow one. It's really cute. He's heavy. Yeah, I don't know. He maybe packed it full of something. Oh, you got the base special. That's cool. What is it? Gundam Base Limited. This one came with the Petit guy too. He's right here. And then he had this face on it, just the generic. Super cool. 30-minute fantasy. Did you see something about it? I'd love to know more info. Is that a real HG kit? Because I want that one. Yeah, Papa Guy, he's hard to find, isn't he? Okay, I think I got past this point here. I need to go on because the arms aren't going to work. So we're looking at leggy legs. 30-minute fantasy, it was show. What was show? You mean it was shown? I already knew that. I've seen that. But I didn't see anything else. Put that aside. Right here I need 2 D8s, which are these L-shaped guys. So you have the whole collection basically of these bear guys. Do you have a China guy? Just curious. I know that's technically not a bear guy. That's a Musume wearing one as a doll or as an outfit. The One Fest, I think they're already in process with that one, if I recall correctly. I hope so. If they show more, that's going to be great. But I think it's just that teaser poster. That's all we got. Yeah, China Guy is the girl one. If they show more, though, you'll probably see it before I do because you're still in that 30-minute missions room. That's what they like to talk about. Personally, I don't think they're going to do anything more, though. The colors China chose for this one, they're not the best, I don't think. Boom. If it was me making a bear guy, I don't know, depending on my mood. It might be pink, might be brown. As long as it's not that weird, ugly one, the first version. It's on the 30th and the 1st. Is that Wonderfest? Or is it another event? Oh, you say it's neat. I think it's ugly. I think it's horrible looking. If you think it's neat, that's good for you. You can keep them. I'm a big fan of cute. I don't like things that are like, I mean, that one looks like a robot. And I'm not down. He's weird. Forgot these. You see this one has a little piece minus the tail. Do you have one? If you do, I want pictures so that I can burn them. No, just kidding. All right, throw this guy on here. It's an odd connection point for an ankle, you know? I dig it. Where'd the other one go? Right over here. Yeah, but he's hoping for more information, I think. The teaser is like, hey, you know, this is coming out in 2024, but only God knows when in 2024 and, you know, what kind of stuff they already have out. But I don't think he's asking if we know about it, but he's hoping that there's more info. And I'm with them. Like, everyone wants more, but it's just a teaser right now. You get both of the 4s. Yeah, right now we just saw those weird knights, and you know, those don't look too much different than 30-minute missions already. But there's also those dragons on there, I think. Like a bird. Either way, that's cool. Did you guys see the new SD World Heroes things? Those prints that they're using, the labels like they use for the inside of the aerial stuff, the chests, those are looking pretty promising. I hope that they come out with that stuff on HG Gundam and 30-minute missions. That'd be cool. Well, I know that 30-minute missions announced another sticker pack. And I've seen one sticker pack so far, only one. So I don't know if I'll ever get one, but as I passed by, I was like, nah, I don't think I need it today. And it was just the eye one. And yeah, no, there's just dragons on there. Yeah, more color accuracy, the better. But yeah, on the teaser poster in the background, there's dragons. I don't know if they're dragons or if they're birds, but either way, that's cool. I'm down for dragons. I love dragons, dinosaurs, dragons. I'm good for all of that. Make them all. 3, 5, and 4. I should have brought my laptop out. I feel like the line between 30-minute missions and fantasy won't be as big as 30 ms. Yeah, no, for sure. I think they definitely did something different with the MS, and I'm okay with the sisters. They're really cool. They're not the best, but they are my favorite Mecha Musume kits, and I'm not lying about that when I say it. My favorite altogether are the WISM soldiers, but I think for my favorite line, that they have so many different ones. It's pretty cool. And you want a Megatron sword. That's that one with the split at the top, right? That you like. I think you should get like a 3D printer or a service like Thingiverse and make one. Because I think you could do it. Wouldn't be too tough. You saw my my MSG review, right, of the multi-blade pack, that all of them were just one piece. I mean, they were really lazy with that one, but I liked it because there's so many different kinds of blades. There's some that didn't even make any sense. I was like, I'm down with this. This is cool. Give me more stuff like this. When you just have multiple blades, that's cool. I do too. I'm with you. 30-minute brothers would be cool. You get a little dude comes out. What I would do is I would actually keep it as sister, and then just introduce them as one of the kits in the line. Just have him come out too. And that would be cool. They could. I mean, the sword style that you're talking, like a great sword with that tip at the end, it's not that uncommon in fantasy settings, so I think it would be a thing. Now, I've always been calling for more male representation in the figures, or the, character models. I like the what are they called? Dragon Ball Z and Star Wars ones a lot. But I really wish they had just regular guys, like an Amaro kit would be cool, or a Char. That would be awesome. A really missed opportunity, I think. And hello, that's Saint Joe. How you doing, bud? I hope I pronounced that right. I don't want to be a jerk. And we're looking at B. Well, you could do cross-dressing or not cross-dressing. I just figure the more the merrier, you know? Why not bring out the guys that I would really love to have like a Shar Bowl? Like they came out with those little figures, and they had the Shar in the first one. So you had 2 Xeon soldiers and a Shar. And I bought them like for pre-order. I pre-ordered them, but my pre-order got canceled. So I got my money back for them, but I wanted them. And when I found them elsewhere, they were like $100 more than what I already paid for. So I was like, I don't want them that badly. But if you built a kit, you made a model kit of them, that'd be even better because then I don't have to spend as much money. Those are like $60 a piece, and that's just too much. And I'm with you, man. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about exactly. No figure arts, no figure eyes. It's like, come on, guys, you can do this. Like, it's a Char, man. Char's great. Everyone loves him. Char as the Bulls. Now you got this guy right here. What's his name? Shadiq. He's a beautiful man. It'd be a cool one to build. I'd love to build that guy. Not a popular character, but he's cool. I like them. There we go. What am I stepping on? Screws. Boom, 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 boom. So we got these. We got these. Now we go E, D, and D. Okay, so let's go D9. See, that's what I mean, man. If we had all the characters, that'd be even better. And then you guys get more money. I know tooling costs a lot. I get that. But come on, guys. You can do it. You guys have billions. D1. I'm telling you, man, that's the way of the future. No discrimination between genders. I know Japan has not caught up to us on that yet, but let's get there, man. Yeah, no, I mean we talk about that a lot actually. I think the new ones not having that option, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is, It's a big one for the Maxion team. The Maxion team, yeah, okay, we have different colors of them all, but they're not like you didn't get a blue Maxion. You got, what is it called? The Reaper version, You didn't get a brown one. You got, it's whatever it is. But that's their bottom line, so they got to defend it. That too. Y'all got to paint yourselves. You guys can't rely on us forever. I'm sure that's not what anyone's thinking, but 30-minute missions comes with a booklet on how to paint. No. Boom, 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 boom. To defeat the Huns. C2. But I do think that the little vote off thing that we had for 30-minute missions was pretty nifty. I'm surprised the clear ones didn't win, but I am glad they didn't. No lie, that would have been a disaster. Broken kits all over the place. They might still come out with them. I think their idea was, well, everyone's been bugging us about that, but we'll probably just release it for like base exclusive or something. 7 and 2. Yeah, no, if they do more of those, that'd be great. I don't think they're going to do a million of them because it didn't really get as much participation as I think they were planning. Honestly, the votes that we got, I think we had totals of like 6,000 total. And that's not a lot. For how many units they sold for 30-minute missions, I think they expected a lot more. We can't say I blame them. You ship 1 million of these things out, and presumably they get sold. But then only a couple thousand people talk to you. That's like, ooh, maybe this isn't as popular as we thought it was. Wrong one. This one. This one goes on this. Oh, come on. And it's on the floor. As far as that, I could see that being a bother, but it didn't bother me. I was like, so we have a white model kit with blue armor. It's all right. Doesn't want to go in. Maybe I'm doing it the wrong way. It can't be. It's the right way. I can see it. Oh, that's stressing the plastic. Do you see it? Turned white. Sad thing is, all the ones I voted for didn't get far. Actually, 4 of them I voted for did go through. They didn't win. Yeah, it's a bummer when you get that kind of thing. You're like, yeah, man, these are the ones I want to win. Well, they didn't even get close, but at the end of the day, it's like there's a force of like thousands. None of them have your convictions or whys or anything like that. So look at this. I'm stressing this guy out. Why am I stressing this guy out? Why is this happening? It's because this is the wrong one. Look at me go. This should have been C2B7. I cut out B7, didn't I? Yeah. Alright. This part was E1. This is E. No, this is B. Okay. I'm a knucklehead. D9. Yeah, I used D9. No, I didn't. I used D2. What a smart cookie. Okay. I wanted blue to win, so you're happy. Silver egg would have been cool. I would have liked the silver egg, but you know I already made one. The blue one would have been a pain to make yourself, given the clear yellow parts. Yeah, casting is not fun. It's not easy. It's fun. It's not that fun though. I'm glad the red one won though. That one, I was really looking forward to that one. I think that one, out of all the kits that were there, I think that's like an underrepresented one. I don't think anyone likes Esposito though. I'm surprised it actually happened. I wonder how many of those votes were from me asking. Because I asked a lot of Discord servers. Alright, now we gotta clear these up. I hope so too. Tournament for those designs was fun. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a big, heavy duty influence that I should probably not have used, but I really wanted that red one to win, so you blame me on some things, I guess. Oh ho ho, Christopher Andrew Reynolds, why do you do this? This goes in here too. What if they did a tournament, but it wasn't the same things at all? Like they didn't do any of the same colors. What would you guys feel about that? I'd be happy because, you know, you get different representations. What if they did like unique colors, like colors that haven't been done, like the clears, but different versions? And that would be cool. Okay, and then a foot. There he is. That one. This one. Okay, so we need this one's done. D2. That's D2. E2 and E1. Over here. Yeah, they need to do like that, like pink or mauve or like just outlandish colors. Lavender. Do just crazy colors. It'd be fun. You say gold egg, but gold egg was on there. They had gold egg. They could do gold other kits too, like do the gold Alto Portanova. I could see that being fun. I would like it. This is a wild colors version, like neon pink, neon red. Well, see, that's the thing. Of course, there's other options that you could do, but then they've already determined that that's not how they're gonna do it. What's the matter, Chicote? I hear you. Ugh. C1. The lavender, like on this. I have not been to Brookhurst lately. The last time I went was the meet. What parts? Oh, yeah. No, I know you got looking for parts. Well, the meet's this Saturday, so I think they'll be able to help you look for them. I'm not sure who's going to be in charge, so you're probably better off asking in the. Okay, yeah, no. I don't know if they. I think the last time I went, they only had C color, so that was a month ago. I don't know if they restocked or anything like that. I wish I was closer. I'm pretty far away from them. I think Gunpla Hermit has a color, but I'm not sure who else would. Well, I'm sure, I mean, actually, a lot of online places would, but. That's a good idea. I like it. Should have done anniversary gold and silver. Give us the option to have them in either gold and silver for like the anniversary for the line. But they didn't do this tournament thing until the second anniversary. So, is the second anniversary or third? I don't remember. Why do I keep doing that? I think anniversary kits are always going to be a cool one. Unfortunately, though, that usually means limited amounts, and I think limited is always a bad thing. That's just my opinion, though. I know a lot of things that are really cool are limited, but it bothers me a lot. I don't like when something that should be for everyone is out there like, oh no, you can't do it because we only made it for a certain amount of time or only available at this place. I think that's messed up. That's one thing that I've seen that I really hate right now is that the One Fest that's going on, they have some exclusive versions of MS General kits that I really want, and I can't get them. It hurts me. It hurts me deeply. They have the new Greed set, which is like the pirate, and she's got like, or she's announced with like clear parts everywhere, which is interesting. But like the whale and shark and manta ray that come with it are all in clear black, which is cool. So like clear gray, and then her armor is also dark blue and black. But alas, that's only for people who go to One Fest. Oh man. There we go. Move this sleeve around. Yeah, that's the same fest that I'm talking about. They have that snail shell milk tea. I don't particularly care for figures, but I know that those ones are a big one. People really like, and I'm, I don't know, man. It's crazy that they can do exclusives like that. I think it's so silly. There we go. Just plug back in his butthole. There you go. And you got this beautiful bow, which I'm probably going to keep for the 30-minute sisters. Well, I mean, think about it. Um, yeah, no, for sure. Snail Shell has some interesting ideas with these things. I like that pumpkin girl that they had announced a long time ago. I haven't seen any more about it, but that's a big thing. One of the reasons I've been wanting to not see them, because that one is like, oh, that hits everything that I like. Um, what else? Okay, so this guy, he's only got the one arm, and we're gonna leave his other arm off. They're so silly. Broken arms are us. But he is done. It comes with some beam sabers if I wanted to use them. Cut those off real quick. Goes in here. Oh man. I don't want to spin that inside there because that might burn it up. And I think I put it all backwards and whatever. I don't know. Maybe this is this arm. But either way, there's this beam saber. I will try to find another arm for him. I know that he has these, so we can use those to extend the arm. But she's definitely seen better days. Or he, whichever. Hello, Kayla. Very fun. They don't have anything else you can quickly build, and I don't want to build those arms. I probably should just do it. We got the head there too. The act guy head. That's funny. We'll go ahead and put this one on because it's supposed to be there. Put this one away. Bear guy, bear guy, bear guy. I really like the idea of build fighters and divers with their whatever you can build comes to life. That's fun. Because like, you know, Dan the Man with his crazy ideas, and people like me who just like to build straight out of the box, competing. That'd be a lot of fun. All right. 2d12s. Well, um, 2d15s, like right here. Blink, blink. And then 2 16s. That can't be right. That's what it says. Bum, 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 bum. That is a very true thing. I would hate to see like a really well made custom just beat the heck up because someone made theirs slightly better, or they used the Kshatriya that has all these bits and yours is just a ground Gundam. That would suck. It'd be very expensive. It would also be a game of like, pay to win, which sucks too. And you have a better gunpla kit as long as you're a good builder, as long as you're decent, then just pay to win. So you build a really low quality, high grade, like an old 90s one. No matter what you did, you're not gonna win. Would really encourage innovation though. Combinations that your opponent didn't think up. Like this one, when there was in the show, shot out cotton. Like, whoa, nobody thought about doing that, did they? Oh, wrong way. Oh, come on. What do you want to do with them? Your customs are pretty cool. What did I do wrong? Didn't remove the nubs properly. What a guy. Yeah, what did you do with it? What do you want to do with it? What needs to be done? Two of these there. Okay, B15 now. I'll just touch up on the paint. Yeah, I need to do stuff like that too. Some of the stuff I have, I used old paint on. Some of the stuff has yellowed. Not so badly. But, it's a thing. It's a thing that happens, unfortunately. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. At least your stuff didn't go through a house fire and end up like this. I mean, it's not ugly, but it's not good either. Hey, look at that floppa. This is the last remaining one of my hand-painted kits. I have a Gundam leg for him. That's why it's got glue on there. Way to get real effects, though. What kind of P Bandai do you have? What's your poison? P Bandai is toxic, man. Don't buy any of that crap. No, just kidding. Oh, that reminds me. I have to check to see after the servers are back up if that Elfrith is back. I hope it's still there. Oh, the Titan stuff? Yeah, I've got a lot of Bennett's P Bandai here in my horde. In fact, it's right behind me. Oh, the Pale Riders are cool. The Estrella, yeah. I don't have too many P Bandai on me anymore. I haven't been getting them anymore. The only one that I think is out is that new Steroid, the new 30-minute sister. Oh wow, you do have a lot. Oh, I have no, okay. This stuff that I have here. I have the Elfrith right here, the clear one. There's that. The second one. I think I'm supposed to build them the other way. Yeah, this way. Dummy, dummy me. Oh, you had the wound wart. Did you get the Psycho Blade one too? Oh, the Toad's Ritter. Quantum Full Saber. Cool. I like those P Bandai stuff. I don't like spending money on them. I mean, who does? But you know what I mean. You spend the money today, and in 6 months it comes. Like, man, I want it now. All right, guys, I'm gonna clean these up, but I think that's gonna be about it. Oh man, what am I doing here? Why is my phone acting like that? Partially messed up the V fin. Oh no, that's the cool looking one, right? That's like the main draw. Bring it to the club and we'll all judge you. I'm just kidding. Like, look, you messed it up. Just zoom in. There you go. We don't need to see the pores in my fingers. Boom, 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 boom. The meet. The day after the meet, we have that Orange Con too. I don't know if I want to go or not. I'm debating. I told Jerry I would, but I don't know if I want to. Like realistically, we get out of the meet pretty late, and I get home like 12, maybe 1, 12:30. Around that time. Eesh. And then that starts at like 9 o'clock in the morning. I want to. I do want to. But I don't know if I should. Maybe I'll get a hotel room or something. No, entry is $10, but you can enter 3 models. And then I think spectating is not free either. I think you pay $5 to get in. All right, so there's the arm sections if you wanted to put those on your bear guy. You would take off that part here, slide those guys on. However you wanted to. You can either do it on one side, you know, you get the all of them in a row, or you can do it half and half like I did. It's pretty cool. No, I think the payment is at the door. As you go in, you enter your model kit so they can write everything down for you. It's a little bit more, what do you call it? Professional than what we did at the Brickhurst Hobbies, I think. But then again, I think we're going to be competing against other people like guys that do car model kits and stuff like that. So it's going to be a tough crowd. In any case, I think that's going to be it for today, guys. I know I have a couple more model kits that I can build that'd be really easy, but I gotta go. I gotta go eat something. I think. It's probably too late to eat, but still. I'll see you guys next time. All right. Thanks for dropping by. And yeah, no, if you're busy, man, don't push yourself to go. But still, like if you do, come see. At least Jerry's gonna be there. I know. This is gonna say if I don't enter, I'll probably go drop by just to bug him. Hawkbit, Dan the Man. I don't know who else is here. There's a couple of people on, but Soul Hero. You guys have a good night. You can message me if you want. I'll be on Discord. I'm just gonna go inside and go get something to eat, or maybe just something to drink. We'll see. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.